To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Do you know what? There's only one word for that.
Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat! Come on, I'm coming! You couldn't run the length to yourself!
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club. Friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club. Give Frank a call on 01925 243 363.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome. Later in the show we'll be meeting Mike Palmer and he'll be telling us a story about his daughter Beth, who sadly passed away at a very young age. Now Asa Murphy is a very talented fellow. He's a singer, a songwriter, an actor, a radio presenter and a writer. And recently Asa took his musical, that's Irish Annie's, on tour all around the UK. Now the show was a great success and everybody that went along really enjoyed it. So we went along to meet Asa to find out what's his plans for Irish Annie's going forward and why is the show so popular.
So good evening. Good evening. How are you? That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Came here from Dublin, slip off a girl, walk through these doors, and it changed my world.
Asa, here you are enjoying a lovely cup of coffee after finishing your tour with Irish Annie's. How has it all gone for you?
Oh, you know what, Martin? It was fantastic. We had a couple of weeks touring around the country with the show, starting obviously in Liverpool, which was a great start with 4 sellout shows in Liverpool. Audience were wonderful, and then right round the country and finishing only at the weekend in Mansfield with a full house again, and it was just fantastic. Audiences had a great time and the cast were fantastic. It was a really great experience. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
And you've had special guests coming on the show with you as well?
Yes, we did, yeah, right round the country. We're in Stockport, of course, on St Patrick's Day. We had Jason Manford, who joined us, came through the door of Irish Annies, did a little bit of comedy and even sang as well. Yeah. He sang his nan's favourite song, because Jason's family are also of Irish origin. So he sang Carrickfergus and he brought the house down. We had Billy Butler from Liverpool, Ricky Tomlinson, we had Lenny Anderson, we had Mick Miller as well in Blackpool. Lots of people coming through the doors of Irish Annies, and it was a really good experience.
Oh, it was. And we had great feedback from Jason Manford. Many people said they didn't realise that he could sing so good. Yeah, he did. He released an album not long ago called Stages, and on the album, the last song is Carrickfergus. So I was aware of this, and I said to him jokingly, "You're going to give us a song then?" And he said, "Yeah, okay." And he did. He brought the house down with Carrickfergus. It was lovely, really nice.
When the Irish stew is bubbling, the soda bread is hot, the berries tree is brewing in a little Irish pot. The Irish in the green, the Irish in the green. Stamp your feet, clap your hands for the Irish in the green.
What's the plans for the future?
Well, the tour was such a success this year. We did 14 dates around the country that we've decided now the tour will double next year. We've got 28 dates planned in March next year, and then I'm very pleased to say we're going to go over to Ireland as well, which for myself is a real thrill. Still having family in Cork, of course. We're looking forward to taking Irish Annies back home.
Well, of course, that'll go down really well in Ireland, because it's all about an Irish bar and a landlady that runs the bar, and that'll be very popular.
Yeah, it's centred around the characters that come in and out of Irish Annies bar, and obviously held together with a live Irish band on stage, playing some of the songs that we all know and love, but also brand new original songs which I wrote for the show as well. So I think we've said before, Martin, it's nice to hear new Irish music, yeah, as well as the traditional ones we love.
Well, I pray the world over, don't never no more. Yeah. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent.
Of course, you're a very talented person, because not alone, of course, rising up and getting Irish Annies on the road. You're also a singer and songwriter. So tell us a little bit about your songwriting, first of all.
Well, the songs in Irish Annies, 70% of them are original songs which I'd written for the show, which tell the story of the different characters coming in and out of the bar. And recently I was very pleased to sign a publishing deal with an Irish company, Elevate Music, which represents some of the biggest names in music, Aslan and the Cranberries and U2 and Westlife, etc. So I'm now doing a lot of songwriting for them as well, which I'm quite excited about.
They said there's no heaven when we die, no place of eternity where no one will cry. But I know you are waiting to put your arms around me. That's what I believe. That's what I believe.
What about your new album?
Yeah, the new album was released a couple of months ago, Take Me Home, and the plan is next year when Irish Annies goes over to Ireland, I'll also be doing a series of concerts myself with the songs from the album and some brand new material I'm working on at the moment.
Hello everybody, my name's Asa Murphy, and today I'm very pleased to come here and read you my book, The Monkey with No Bum, by Asa Murphy, and wonderful pictures and illustrations by Helen Poole. Do you know in this world that every single one of you children are perfect and special in every way? You see, in this world we're all different shapes, different sizes, different colours, but we're all perfect and unique in our own way. And today I'm going to read you my book all about Charlie the monkey. There he is, look. and how he goes on a journey to find out that he's fine just the way he is.
And of course you've written some books as well.
Yeah, we had The Monkey with No Bum, which was a children's book I wrote in lockdown, still doing well. And I've got a couple more books on the off, couple of little ideas as well on the back burner. But yeah, I enjoy writing the books as well.
And you still do your show on BBC Radio Merseyside?
Yes, I've been so busy with the tour that I've not been on Radio Merseyside as much. But yeah, I'm still very much part of the team, and I think radio's such an important medium for people to sort of enjoy and feel like they have somebody, a friend to talk to as well. So yeah, I love local radio, it's wonderful.
When the room is warm with laughter, the songs are bright and bold. There's poetry and magic in the stories that are told. Isn't it a blessing? Isn't it just grand to know your heart and soul belongs to old Ireland? The Irish in the green, the Irish in the green. Stamp your feet, clap your hands for the Irish in the green. The Irish in the green, the Irish in the green. Stamp your feet, clap your hands for the Irish in the green.
For the moment, Irish Annies now goes on the back burner, but we're already working on Irish Annies 2024, because when you've got a cast of 12 people, you've got a lot of organising to do, plus booking the theatres we need for the 28-day tour. So literally tomorrow, the work starts all over again to plan the 2024 tour.
So if can people get tickets, or how can they find out where Irish Annies is going to be and the information around that?
Well, that'll probably happen over the next few weeks. Once the theatres are booked, the dates will be released and we'll be able to make an announcement that the 2024 tour is live, and people will... I know the good thing, Martin, every theatre we did in the UK was sold out. It was incredible, so we're looking forward to people getting the opportunity to come and see the show again here in the UK, and obviously taking it back home to Ireland as well.
Oh, it was wonderful. It really was. I went with a group of ladies and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, anything else with the Asa Murphy is always good, but this was particularly good, you know, with the Irish theme.
I believe the atmosphere was electric.
It was. You could have got up and danced, and, you know, with the banjo music and everything, it was really good.
Where did you go to see it?
We went to the Epstein in Liverpool. So, as I say, we thoroughly enjoyed it, and we'll be looking out for any more shows.
I think it's like you say, people go along and they love the old songs, but, you know, they can be overdone a little bit, and it's great to hear new original music and new songs and songs they can kind of jig along to as well.
Yeah, I think that's what has happened. That we give the audience a song sheet when they come into the theatre. So they sing the choruses of the well-known songs like the Black Velvet Band and Whiskey in the Jar and the Wild Rover. But within the show, there are brand new songs which tell the story of all the characters, and they're getting to know them as well. And songs like Dimple and Chin and stuff like that. And you start hearing the audiences singing the choruses to the new songs as well. So that's a thrill for me, obviously, as the writer, you know.
How do you find time to coordinate it all?
It's like any job, isn't it? You know, I just think, I look at it that it's my job to put the show together, to write the songs, rehearse with the cast. It's like, you know, my dad was a joiner, he went to work 9 to 5, that was his job. This is my job.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's great to speak to you today. We wish you the very best of luck with your new singing album, and of course your new signing, of course, as well for your songwriting. Wish you the very best of luck with that, and I'm sure Irish Annies will be a big hit when you get to Ireland next year.
No, we're looking forward to seeing everybody over in Ireland, so look out for Irish Annies. I think the plans are we're going to be doing a little appearance on the Late Late Show with Ricky Tomlinson as well, so fingers crossed that will all come off, and we'll see you all in Ireland as well.
And when the sun it shines on the Aran Isles, there's no finer place on this earth. If you tried to buy the land and sky, you could not count its worth. Galway Bay, my heart was touched by the people that you hold. A friendly face, this happy place is just as I was told. And one day when I leave this life, I hope, I wish and I pray that I will land and I'll shake the hand of a man from Galway Bay.
We wish Asa the very best of luck, and keep an eye out for tickets when the musical comes back on tour here in the UK. Now we're going to take a little break and we'll be back with you in 2 minutes.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
Between us. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come on, I'm coming. You couldn't run the leg to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club. Give Frank a call on 01925 243 363.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Welcome back. Now we're off to meet Mike Palmer, whose daughter Beth was 17 when she took her own life. This is Mike's story.
Bethy was the happiest little child you could ever meet. You know, growing up, she was very loving, she was everyone's friend, always in the centre of everything, loved to party, loved her friends. She grew up into a very talented young woman. She was training to be a vocal artist, and she started gigging at local venues. She was getting rave reviews. She had so many plans, aspirations. Basically, Beth was the last person you'd ever think would take her own life. But at 17 years and 8 months, on the 28th of March 2020, in the first week of lockdown, she took her own life. We never saw it coming. I never saw it coming as her dad. I do believe, looking back, hindsight, she was acting a little erratically. She was maybe using some language that I didn't pick up on at the time, that she maybe wasn't that happy. Certainly lockdown was worrying her intensely. She was unable to finish college as she wanted to, as in finish her term with her friends. She saw her gigs being cancelled. She saw her social life being cancelled. And, you know, looking back, this was hurting her more than I could ever have imagined. It's brutal, Martin. Absolutely brutal. You know, 1 minute Bethy was there, the next minute she was gone. And it's very difficult for me as a dad to look at the pain that is within her family and loved ones now, because Beth isn't there, because they'll never properly understand it. But I was plunged into a suicidal spiral after I lost Beth. It's in many ways it's amazing I'm still here, but you do learn to adjust in your grief as time goes on, and you realise that, you know, that there is things still to do, there's things to live for. But yes, you're right, they say 135 people are affected by a single suicide. Obviously the closer you are to that person, the worse it is. You know, the truth is with Beth, you could times that by 100 at least. You know, she was such a character, she was so out there, and as I say, people looked up to her and they never would have suspected she would take her own life.
Here we are at the end of nearly at the end of day two, and we've just found out we've raised £228,007 on Just Giving, and there's other stuff around as well, but that's fantastic, and it's a sign.
Brilliant.
007, yes, fantastic.
Give more. Yeah.
007s.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
What a belting day we've had.
Yeah, we're not far from Wellington now, so a mile or so, and we're in for the night.
Yeah, weather's been fantastic, but more importantly, the people have been fantastic. There's been so much support out there. There's been people clapping us as we went into Kirkby on sale. And there's so many people who we've met who have been in similar situations to us, losing loved ones, and there's just so much support, kindness and love to each other out there. And that's what makes a difference.
We passionately believe, myself, Andy and Tim, as three dads walking, that so many families do not have to go through this pain. And it all centres around raising awareness and talking about suicide, smashing the stigma that surrounds it. And certainly we raise money and awareness for PAPYRUS, Prevention of Young Suicide, because that's exactly what they do. They want to prevent young suicide. They are proactive in what they do. They're a wonderful, wonderful charity, and they operate their Hopeline UK. That's the first call number for those who are struggling, but also concerned others as well. And you know, we know they save hundreds of lives a year. You know, maybe even more than that. But yes, hooking up with Andy and Tim, you know, as three dads walking. I didn't know these guys before we basically started walking, you know, but we have that common thing. We lost our little girls. We lost the most precious things in our life, but we do believe that other families don't have to go through this. So, this is Mike, three dads walking, along with Andy and Tim, walking for our little girls who took their own lives, Emily, Sophie and Beth. During our first walk, we basically set off on that walk just to raise £3,000 each for PAPYRUS. But we learnt a lot on the way. We were constantly joined by other bereaved parents and people bereaved and affected by suicide. And what kept coming back to us was a lot of these people were thinking our children, our young people, weren't equipped to deal with the pressures in life. You know, they weren't equipped to deal with suicidal thoughts. They didn't know how to reach out. So, you know, we talked between ourselves, myself, Andy and Tim, and we came to the conclusion that we need to teach suicide prevention in schools. We can't pussyfoot round the subject. If suicide is the biggest killer for our young people that it is, it's the biggest killer of under 35s in the UK. A shocking figure. And nearly 200 school children every year take their own lives. Yet we're not telling our young people about this. So we believed and we pushed our petition, and we've just had the debate in Parliament We've got about 160,000 plus signatures on the petition, but we want to introduce suicide prevention as a compulsory subject within the PSHE curriculums within schools. Sadly, there's many roads to suicide. You know, whether it's long-term mental health issues, whether it's short-term despair, or whether, you know, the person has been influenced by things such as social media. Social media is a powerful tool in many ways, but if it's used in the wrong way, it can influence our, you know, young people maybe especially now, because their lives centre around their mobile devices. PAPYRUS do several things. You know, they were set up by bereaved parents about 25 years ago, and by the definition of the name, they are there to prevent young suicide. And in doing that, they operate their Hopeline UK, that's a first call number, for, as I said before, for those who are struggling, young people who are struggling, but also concerned others, whether it be parents, whether it be emergency services, doctors, anyone. If you've any concerns, you can ring Hopeline UK. Basically, Hopeline UK for PAPYRUS is manned by professionals, and every call will cost £5, basically. So every £5 that is donated to PAPYRUS, even through us, through our website, 3dadswalking.uk, everything will go to PAPYRUS. Do we have any plans to walk again? Well, that'd be telling, wouldn't it? They have a lot of educational stuff out there as well. You know, they run courses as in suicide prevention and suicide awareness. A lot of these courses are free. You can do them online or you can attend. And they do so much to promote basically knowledge and awareness around suicide to prevent it happening. Beth, Emily and Sophie's stories, and you can again see this on the website 3dadswalking.uk. All their stories are very different, you know, but they were all beautiful young lives, beautiful young ladies. And I think if they could have got over this this period of despair that they all felt, you know, they'd still be here now. They'd be seeing life a lot differently, you know. But I know, as I know Andy and Tim now, you know, the hardship their families are going through, you know, and it is heartbreaking.
My dad speaks of all his pain, so other dads might do the same. My dad will not be ashamed. My dad's walking on.
Please give yourself a chance. Ring Hopeline UK, PAPYRUS's helpline. The number is on the screen now. It's there for you, but it's there for concerned others as well. So if anyone else is worried about someone, whether you be a parent, whether you be a teacher, whether you just be a friend, ring Hopeline UK. You will get first-class advice of professional operators. Some of the most powerful stories we hear on our walks are from those who've been in crisis, from those who've in some cases attempted to take their own lives, but now are living lives they want to. It doesn't mean that every day is perfect, but they want to be here. They want to be alive. They've given themselves that second chance and they're taking it. I think that is hugely powerful, and we hear that a lot.
Now, if there's anybody out there watching the show tonight that's having suicidal thoughts, please speak to your best friend, a family member, or go and get professional help. There are so many people out there that would love to help you. And please don't think you're ever on your own. Please speak to somebody now. Okay, that's the end of the show for this week. We're back next week at 7:30, and just before us, Henry McGlade is here with his show from County Mayo at 7 o'clock. Thank you all for watching.